What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome to episode number 12 of my Rise to Fame Ultimate Team series. At the end of the last episode guys, I managed to get promoted into Division 3 and that's where we're going to start this game here. This is of course Ultimate Team head to head and the prizes as you go through the divisions get very tasty, and for winning Division 3 you get 7,500 coins. First guy I come up against here got a bronze cam for some bizarre reason and only 91 chemistry, so thought it would be quite an interesting game, and we get just straight into the game actually. And this Russian team that I've been using is just so overpowered. I really want to get Emenike, I think his name is, just to put him in that centre forward position instead of Martins, because he's got that 5-star or 4-star weak foot, but he's got that strength and pace which Martins does have as well. But you know, like to go for the new players in the game. Anyway guys, just got back from Eurogamer yesterday. It's currently 10 to 12 on Monday afternoon. Got back from Eurogamer yesterday. Calfreezy's made his way home to Scotland this morning. Dropped him off at the airport, and we still got El De Niro with me until Wednesday when I go to Ireland with him, which is going to be a lot of fun. Can't wait to go and see a gig on Wednesday. But yeah guys, say that again.
Thursday.
Thursday.
The gig is on Thursday.
The gig is on Thursday. Sorry guys, the gig is on Thursday. So Eurogamer was absolutely amazing. In terms of the actual event, it was pretty dull and pretty boring. There wasn't much going on. There was huge queues for terrible games, and it was maybe 1/10 the size of what Gamescom was. Like I really expected a lot more from it. But in terms of the people that were there and the fans, it was an absolute blast. Like I really enjoyed meeting up with the fellow YouTubers, and I got to meet a whole bunch of FIFA YouTubers I'd spoken to on a rare occasion, some quite often. But I got to meet all those guys. So I got to meet Toby Layton, Matt K Prince, Shane 3088. Who else did we meet from the FIFA scene? I got to meet Matt HD Gamer. That was pretty cool. Never met him before, but speak to him a fair bit. Yeah, I got to meet D.Shifty and Chris Trout as well. A huge Chris Trout fan. I know he's not really known as a FIFA YouTuber, so much more of a COD YouTuber. But yeah, got to meet Chris Trout, which is amazing. Spent a long time in the actual event without playing many games at all. I spent a lot of time standing around there was a Samsung section where they had a FIFA 12 tournament, and I entered the first round twice and got knocked out in the first round twice. Which is pretty embarrassing, but Calfreezy managed to make it to a semi-final, and then he lost to the pro gamer Ty Walton. Ty is a super player, and then Ty actually lost in the final in a three-set final to a guy named Dimitri, who now goes on to Beijing to play in the World Cyber Games final for $10,000, which is pretty fucking sweet. So yeah, it would have been nice to get in there, and actually Matt K Prince made it quite far in that tournament as well. I think Matt K Prince got to the semi-finals. Which is pretty awesome for a YouTuber. You know, you don't expect YouTubers to make it too far. They don't really have a reputation for being incredible gamers. That game that I lost there, guys, 1-0. The guy was an absolute tank at this game. As you can see by the match stats there, I had one shot. I barely had any possession, and he just literally dominated me from start to finish. So that leaves me on 2 losses from 2 games in Division 3. Not a great start. Definitely need to improve and pick up some points. But the whole Eurogamer event, guys, was absolutely crazy. Had KSI and Pro Syndicate on the Friday night after the event were stood outside the expo center, and they were having a Gangnam style battle with their subscribers, and it was funny, but it was so embarrassing for everyone involved. Like there were TV crews turning up, and there were TV crews like that were already inside the expo center. Like you had Razor's TV crew that were following JJ around all day, so they were recording it and stuff. And I think it's already like a huge internet hit, that video of them guys doing that. So if you haven't seen that, go and check it out, because that'd be very hilarious to watch. But other than that, guys, I just want to thank everyone for turning up to get Eurogamer. If you guys came down to see me or any of the other FIFA guys that we met up with and that were there with Calfreezy and KSI himself, it was an absolute blast. I can't wait for the next event. There's an I-Series event the end of October, so depending on just time off work and stuff, whether I can go to that, but it should be good to go to that. And yeah, I mean, it's really good. Hopefully they make the next Eurogamer event like a lot bigger and a lot better. Like in Gamescom, there was 10 rooms, 11, maybe even 11 or 12 rooms. that were just huge, and there was so many games, and like even for the games there was, like the FIFA booth at the Eurogamer had just 4 screens. So, you know, I know the game's already out, but people still go to Eurogamer to play games and to have fun and stuff. You would have thought they would have at least had like maybe 10 or 12 screens, but EA didn't really put too much effort into Eurogamer. You know, the game had just been released, and here we are with the game. And here we are with FIFA 13 on the screen for you now, and Gibril Cisse there scoring a nice goal. And he's one of my favourite players. He was one of my favourite players in FIFA 12, and I don't think that was a penalty. But in FIFA 13, I did use him in the start of this series, if you guys remember that. And I come up against him here, and he just tears me apart. This was one of those games that was very, very even, but I didn't manage to take my chances, and my opponent did manage to take his chances, so congratulations to him. I definitely need to work on my defence a bit more in FIFA 13. I'm still not totally like okay with it. I still don't feel totally comfortable with it, and I find this weird this weird thing that happens where my players try and slide in for the ball, a loose ball all the time, and end up just missing it and being completely out of position, and that's an automatic like an automatic function that you can't turn off or can't stop, so that's pretty annoying. But nothing to complain about there. I mean, I had better pass accuracy and probably had a little bit better of the game, but still finished off, like I said, he took his chances, I didn't take my chances, and that's 0 for 3 in Division 3. This is the end of the episode though, guys, so thank you very much for watching. If you could hit that like button, that would be amazing, and thank you guys so much for 100,000 subscribers. I didn't ever think I'd imagine this, ever think I'd achieve this, but here I am, and it's all down to you guys that are watching the video now. So thank you very much, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.